That is all of our IKEA stuff arriving from northern Norway. It's here! May the redecorating continue.
The moment we have been waiting for has finally arrived. The new furniture is here. Last year we bought a charming off-grid cabin deep in the wilderness of Svalbard. It had been in the same hands for over 30 years, and when the previous owners decided to move on to a new chapter in their lives, we were thrilled to take it over. Owning a remote cabin has been a dream of Christopher's ever since he moved here 10 years ago, so this truly marks the start of a new chapter for us as well. Life at the cabin is all about adventure and living even closer to nature. It's completely off-grid with no electricity or modern comforts, just the essentials and the beauty of the wild. While the cabin itself had plenty of character, the furniture had not been updated in decades. And since the previous owners had been smokers, we knew it was time for a refresh. So a month ago, we placed a big IKEA order. On our last trip to the cabin, we painted all of the walls, and now, at long last, the furniture has arrived. But as you probably know, nothing is ever quite that simple here on Svalbard. There are no roads leading out of Longyearbyen, which means that we have to transport all of this furniture to the cabin using our snowmobiles. It's going to be quite the mission, but if there's one thing we've learned out here, it's that a little extra effort is always part of the adventure.
All right, we are on our way to the harbor now. This is exciting. We are getting our shipment actually one boat earlier than we thought. They were so quick with loading this onto the shipping boat. It's probably going to be a big shipment because of how much it cost us. We paid 11,000 Norwegian kroners just for the shipping boat. And that tells me that it's going to be at least 3 or 4 cages, as it's the way IKEA ships it is in cages. So now we have to bring all of that to our warehouse place, the man cave. Thankfully we have the man cave. Do you know how helpful that is for this? And then we're gonna have to drive it all out on snowmobile to the cabin in probably 10 rounds. We told each other, Christopher and me, we're like, let's not even make too many plans about this because we have no idea how this is gonna go. So our game plan is just, one step forward. First step, pick everything up. Let's just start from there. And then next step, maybe drive out a shipment. It's gonna be fun though. I love stuff like this. So now we gotta go. This is where all the stuff comes to, and then they sort it. So this is the bring lager, and then they also have the food storage just behind this. So everything comes in here when it comes with the shipping boat. But we're waiting here until we can go in. We're not wearing these. We can't go in here. Also, we don't work here, so that's another reason. Maybe that's number one.
One of the top reasons.
So I'm actually not wearing the shoes. I can't go in. Well, I also don't work here. The boat came Friday, which means you can pick up on Monday usually.
Yeah.
And then the next boat comes in 10 days.
We're only going for like 1.5 minute ride, but we strap it up so we are sure that nothing happens. We picked up the 2 first pallet now. We're driving to the Longyearbyen. I drive really slow. It's bumpy road, it's icy, and it's like, it's Svalbard. So we have to be a little bit careful. And it's really icy now. These couple of days we had some warm weather. So I have 2 friends now who crashed their snowmobiles on ice. So it's a little bit dangerous to go on ice sometimes.
It begins. Okay. We are now in the lager, as you can see, in the man cave. Christopher has made it very, very tidy. So we have all this space. What we're gonna do is we are going to bring everything in and then we're gonna sort it into places. We're gonna we're gonna put all of the stuff, because there's a lot of loose things just over here, right? All the loose things.
No, I think so.
I think so. It's not. It's gonna be great. We're just gonna start. Okay. Du lagar inte mig. 'Cause I'm just a little girl. I already need coffee. Massa lösa grejer. Do you know what the best thing that IKEA does is? It's that they have a picture on every box of what it is. Very helpful. I feel a need to go and get a coffee. Stat. Stat has become my new favorite word. It just feels so powerful. IKEA packs them in a cage and then they ship the cage onto a pallet-ish. And every pallet is its own shipping cost, which is why we have 4. So it's 4 times the pallet cost-ish. Now you know. We ready? Wait, this one. Oj, de var fina. Mirror. Aj. The best thing is I do remember, since we just kind of placed this order, I do remember what we bought and where it goes. I feel like that's a plus. What do we think this is? Pålika, I can't remember. Oh, another mirror. That's 6 mirrors so far. Oh, did I buy too many? Another carpet. One of those jute. Yeah. Who let me be on the IKEA website on my own?
Vi hade...
Ser du bara det här? This is all of the stuff from the first 2. The thing is, when they pack, they usually do pack all of like the small stuff on the same one, and then they max out one of the other ones with all of the flat packed stuff. So I think we now picked up all of the small stuff because we have all of the mattresses, the duvets, the pillows, carpets and stuff like that. And then we have all of the pynteting, as we call it. It's gonna be a wild ride seeing Christopher pack this on snowmobile later on the, what's it called? On the sled, because that's gonna be a bit of a Tetris, and also to pack it tightly but not break anything. Yeah, that's gonna be a job for you, Christopher, isn't it?
Oh, that's gonna be a ride.
A ride. Let's go get the next one, okay? Do you think we're gonna get both of them? No, one now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because we have 2 left. We don't think we can pack both of those on the trailer. Oh yeah, it went really fast. Are we surprised?
Oh, it's so windy today. That went fast. Fast as a shark.
Okay, we are gonna go pick up a coffee just before we start unloading this one. Because otherwise I can't survive. Basically, what the deal is. It looked like we got a lot of things now. Oh my gosh. Imagine this is just the first step. The first step in this whole getting furniture to the cabin. This is why probably they have not upgraded the furniture at all in 40 years. You know, they're like, you know what? It is all we need. I relate to this. But that's why you do this once, I feel like. And then you hope that a polar bear does not break in and ruin it all. Imagine if that happens. We just like fix the whole cabin and then a polar bear breaks in and just goes on a rampage. Those do that. 0 degrees out today. It's giving spring vibes here. I haven't been here in ages. Last time she yelled at me and said, "Where have you been?" And I said, "I don't know. I don't know where I've been." This. Oh! In here. Yard. They've started with regular milk.
Oh, happy time.
Taste it. Tasted really good.
Not so bad. Not so bad.
I also have a little treat for you in my pocket. Ah!
What is that?
Are you on over there?
Yeah. Chocolate ball.
Lunch break.
Bara...
These, what is these? Oh! This is heavy. Oh! Another mirror! Another mirror. Is this a joke? Why was break?
Vet du det? Yes. Alright, so we have one pallet more to go and we're starting to get fuller and I need to get a trailer in the sled in here so we can't pack anymore like going towards the middle, so we need to find some more space here. We have a bit more here, so I think it's gonna work out.
This, my friends, is just the sofa. This means, now that we have the sofa, which we did not think, that this is everything. Does that feel manageable, Christopher?
No.
I think the thing is, for me, I can't even worry about getting into the cabin because I don't even know how Christopher's gonna pack. So I'm like, yeah, sure. But I can imagine for you, Christopher, it feels a little bit, like, what? Because for example, these ones here, there's glass in there because it's kind of like what we call a vitrinskåp. So he has to pack that with that in mind because this is going to be a bumpy ride. So I don't even know how he's going to pack it. Christopher with all of his cool pulley systems.
To get everything out is like, of course, the carpets and everything, and all the small stuff that can fit in boxes are quite easy to, because you fill the box like 110% and squeeze it, and it's gonna be a tight fit and it's gonna work. But this, the här, is gonna be way much more difficult without damage it. So I'm planning to maybe start with all the easy stuff, but then I can really fill a full wooden sled with everything, and that's gonna be quite easy compared to everything else.
to explain this. The difficulty Christopher is having is that when he puts the straps around this, he's gonna have to strap it so hard, but that can completely ruin the corners of these. So he needs to think about how to be able, if he can do it like this, so he has 2 layers where he straps it on the IKEA, because if he only has 1 layer, he straps it straight on the wooden side.
Everything was going smoothly until just as we were getting ready to start transporting everything, I got food poisoning. That meant Christopher was suddenly on his own, left to haul all the IKEA furniture by himself. Thankfully, some friends stepped in to help, and for the first trip, he was joined by Harald. The biggest challenge, however, was the ice. A stretch of milder temperatures had left the terrain much slicker than usual, making conditions tricky. To play it safe, they packed the sleds lightly to avoid any mishaps, but despite their caution, they still ran into some trouble on the way out of town. Situations like that are pretty common when snowmobiling, especially here on Svalbard, where the conditions can be icy and challenging. It's usually nothing to stress about, but just something to be prepared for. The rest of the trip went smoothly, though, and for the next few days, Christopher was busy driving back and forth, hauling all the IKEA furniture while I was stuck in bed, completely out of commission.
It's morning. I've been here a couple of hours now and packing the sled. This is like half of the couch and some bed stuff and carpets probably. And it's a lot. Oh, I've been taking solid wood to stack it up. And here as well, 2 of them. So I think this is gonna be fine, I hope. Then we have another one here. That's a smaller one with some small packages I've been fixing. So in like half an hour now, we will go, me and a friend, and we will have some cameras on the snowmobiles and stuff. So I think if it's gonna be any bloopers and everything fall off, it's gonna show.
Last year we went to the isle. I remember your smile reflecting the light. We didn't care what tomorrow would bring. It was only right now the sun was alive. Can still see you walk down the shore, holding in all the secrets, kept me waiting for the answers. The answers, yeah. I knew.
So it begins. First of all, we gotta get from our cabin into the man cave to pick up the big sleds. So we've packed up Grim in the sluffet. Me, I'm gonna be towing the sled. And we're all ready to go. And as you can see, we just got some new snow tonight. So that's really exciting. It's a little bit cold, but I feel like I'm gonna sweat to death in all of my Ski-Doo gear. I'm driving a Ski-Doo expedition. I'm actually an ambassador this year. Whoa! So Christopher and I are rocking the Ski-Doos. Is that how you say it? We say Ski-Doo. Okay, let me show you my setup and what we have to do before we go. It's also warming up, which is actually something you may not think is needed, but you need to warm the snowmobile up. So they stand like this until they reach the right temperature. Here we go. This is my shovel in case of, you know, an avalanche or getting stuck or anything like that. Extra fuel can. Gun boot. This is actually empty. This is full of my camera gear. We have the GPS here. And then you can see the snowmobile is heating up. Getting ready. In here I have gloves, extra goggles, and a balaclava. Hey there, hi there.
Hello.
How do you think today's gonna go?
Very good.
And then we have Grim in the sluffet. Let's take a little look here. Oh, he looks actually a bit okay. He doesn't love it. Ja, det går bra här inne va? You okay? Ja, jag vet.
He's a bit scared of driving this one, so... But usually after like 10-15 minutes it will be okay. It's the best choice we have. Like he's been sitting in front of us, but you know, when you get older, you get a bit, you get colder as well. So this is definitely the best choice for him. If I could do it, I would easily sit in here. Fill some gasoline. Det är en special på de där rackarna.
Har de mer än jag trodde? I'm towing this. Oh my god, it makes me so nervous. It isn't heavy though, Christopher says. He says it weighs about 150 kilos. And I still have trauma from the time I towed this sled when it weighed 400 kilos. So I'm thinking it's not going to be as bad as that, because that was the worst trip of my life because it was so difficult. I kept getting stuck. Anyway, let's not talk about negative things, but oh my gosh, this is the last of the sofa. There's so many things here. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Okay, so the most important things that I've learned from driving this, which Christopher has taught me, is don't stop on a road, like, or something that isn't snow covered, because you'll be stuck. I learned that from experience. That's basically the one thing. And then just take it slow. Well, we're gonna have all of the cameras on for this trip. It's gonna be interesting, but I think it's gonna go fine. We have really, really nice weather. We have new snow. Look at my outfit. We have radios. We are now ready. The weather's actually really, really nice. We have no wind today either. So we're gonna load up Grim and we're gonna get going. I'm just channeling all of my inner zen, you know? It's gonna be fine. Just be chill. I'm usually not nervous for things, but I just don't want this to go bad. So far, all is very well. It's not very heavy, so I can't feel it as much as I would a super heavy sled. So it's going very fine, but now just that little hill, and that's one of the things we need to. It's not going to be a big problem, hopefully. Hopefully this snow helps us, and just keep left. And then we have the big downhill, which is the next one mentally for me, because I hate going downhill with a really heavy sled. But I think that's going to be fine as well. It's always, you know, just be careful and drive. Just do it. But it's beautiful weather, isn't it, Christopher?
Yeah.
It's super, like, it's not white. We can actually see everything. It's very white, but it looks more blue for us. And my goggles are really good. They turn everything into kind of like a green. Okay, now we're gonna jump on again. We shall see each other soon after the icy hill. Look at that. You can see here that we're pretty far up here if the clouds are beneath us. But we're going down this hill. The other one was completely fine. It wasn't icy at all, so it turned out to be no issue whatsoever. Now we're hoping this one goes as smoothly. This is just a very big downhill. So this is gonna push on my snowmobile, which means that if I don't have good enough speed, it can also kind of like make me tip over. Detta va? Är vi framme? We have made it! All of us! It went so smooth. Like, just as we would have wished, you know? Now that we have arrived, now all of the big work starts. But I'm so happy this went so well. It was fun, you know? Very fun. Look, everything is intact. Grim. Looking beautiful. And Christopher. Ja, varsågod. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be fun. And seeing the color now that it's faded, it's even more kind of like neutral tone wood, but it's so much brighter. We made a very good decision. Oh my god, the bedroom, I haven't seen that yet. Oh, this looks so good. Look at that. Step 1, get the sofa off of this, carry the pieces inside. Step 2, take the old sofa, put them on this sled so we don't have to carry them up. Step 3, or 4, maybe later, drive them up there. Then build sofa, and then build everything. And in between there, before we do anything, coffee, you know. I need to turn this off. Okay. Here comes the sofa. Wait, I got. Oh. What? So big in here. Okay. If you ever think that I'm like low energy in this video, I had food poisoning 2 days ago. But I'm almost human now, so I'm doing my best. That is also the reason why Christopher has been going out to the cabin with a lot of the stuff on his own with his friends, because I've been in bed puking. But I'm on the mend. It was actually quite nice to drive the snowmobile. Now I have a headache. But nothing that a new sofa cannot solve or fix or be a good, you know. I think I'm just gonna have to go and see if I can get like something to drink. I don't even know if I can drink coffee, to be honest. It's that bad. But we're gonna try. But first, I think just choppity chop this sofa. Oh, covered in snow. Okay. Oh, it's actually fine. We unpack this straight away. With the snow. Okay, so the sofa does not have the cover on it, which means that it's somewhere up in the annex where we put all of the textiles and everything that came separately. So now Christopher needs to go and get that. Oh, these are nice cushions, big cushions. We have our first setback. The cover apparently is produced on its own, so you get that in a separate shipment. But they didn't say that. I just had to read the fine print, which maybe I should have done in the beginning, but I also thought since the shipment took so long to get here that we would get everything. So we don't have the cover for the sofa. But you know what? We're just gonna assemble it anyway, but cover it in plädar, in blankets and stuff. Because we have Julie coming tomorrow, and we need somewhere to be sitting and everything. And you know what? I don't care. That's gonna be fine. So we're gonna do that now. We're gonna assemble this naked white couch. It's gonna be so sad. Looks like one of these. Okay, so we just realized something really good. You put all of this together before putting the cover on. So everything that we're doing now, we don't have to take apart, because before IKEA did it like that on lots of their sofas, that you had to mount the cover in. But now the cover's just gonna go up, like on top of this. Oh, se på dig, va? Did we get you a new bed? Did you get you a new bed? That looks incredible. Does it feel incredible? We're gonna put it inside, we promise. But we just have you outside now because we're building stuff indoors. So it's a lot of noise, you know? So you have a really nice and quiet time out here. And then you come inside. Se på den lilla grisen. This is the smaller version of your favorite bed. Den lilla versionen. It's the small version of your big favorite bed at home. And it actually seems perfect for you. So you can have ultimate comfort. Oj. Så vacker. Och du är så vacker. Åh, tack. Här har du det bra du. Riktigt bra. Riktigt bra det där. Okej, jag förstår inte hur det skulle funka. This is maybe slightly bigger than I expected it to be. Hello, me and my white couch. It's a good height though, Christopher. Man kan sitta här och se ut. It's actually a better height than the other one. Here we actually can see out of the windows. Oh my gosh, it's so big. But you know what? Maybe I'm just overthinking it, because otherwise that's... What are we supposed to do with all that space? You know what I mean? Isn't that kind of what it's for? Now that it's wide, it looks, you know, not ideal. Sorry, I'm so warm. I'm too lazy to change.
And that is where we will leave things for this week. But don't worry, the real magic happens next week when we start putting everything together. We assemble all of the furniture and completely transform this cabin into something different. It is going to be so good. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss my new posts, which are every Sunday. But thank you so much for watching and for being part of this journey. It means the world. Love you all and see you next week. Bye!